Hey there guys, Skippy here from Skippy6 Gaming, coming to you with a wicked cool tutorial. Here I am on my survival world. I'm going to show you this on my survival world just because the one that I have that works awesome is in my survival world. However, when I do this tutorial for you, I'm going to switch over to creative just to give it so you guys don't have to watch me for hours like it took me here. So in this tutorial here, guys, I'm doing a minecart elevator. You'll see that I'm going from really high in the sky here, and you know, in the different updates, different things change, but I honestly like this elevator because on the way down here, it actually works perfect. It takes you down, like, you know, fast enough. I don't need to do a water drop or anything like that, and you only have to build the one elevator that goes up, and there you go. But I'm going to show you how this works actually going up and down, and then we're going to jump on over to my creative world where I'm just going to build it for you a lot faster than I did here. This one took hours, but after researching, I mean, I was looking at, hey, I need to get to the I need to go up hundreds of blocks really fast, and I was looking on YouTube, and I was like, you know, I could do some redstone stuff, or I could do this or that, and I kind of looked into it because I want it to be fast, but I want it to be reliable. And I found as a junior Minecrafter, I was like, hey, I want to build this elevator. Hey, I want to build this elevator. And when we go over to my creative world, you're gonna see tons of elevators that just don't work properly, or, you know, they're not reliable. And it's not to say the guys that make those tutorials did it on purpose, because you know there's tons of factors in, like the host can use it, or the host can't, or it has to be facing north or west. Or for me, it was more important, this is my survival world, I needed to work every time. I needed to not be a conversation point. It doubled all my ladders. I only had one ladder. This TU19 update is messing up all kinds of stuff, man. I literally only had one ladder on all of those. I don't understand. But there you go, guys. I'm going to jump over to my creative world now and show you how to make this minecart elevator, which in my opinion is honestly the fastest elevator for going up and down and the easiest one to make. However, guys, if you are on survival, that really does, it took me hours to make, and you will die a couple times. Make sure you don't have any levels on your guy and whatnot. But I'm going to jump over to my creative world. This is super resource friendly, as you only need a few iron to make your mine carts and some ladders and some stones. So there you go, guys. Let's jump over for the rest of this tutorial to my creative world. And here we are in my creative PvP world, and now we're gonna go into making a minecart elevator, guys. So I'm gonna give you a few tips while I do this, just to kind of give you an emphasis on the difference between survival, because building a creative and survival are different. So basically what you're going to want to do is make sure this area is lit up. So while you do this too, I'll get into it, but you're going to want to make sure it's lit up, because those little platforms that are going to hold the minecart parts, if they're dark and they're up in the sky, they are breeding places for mobs, and you don't need a mob kind of hitting you up. And so just go ahead and make a 9-block square that's a 3x3, and then kind of make this top one as high up as you want. I'm not going to, pretty much I only got to do a couple for you guys, and you guys will be prepared. You can make it as high as you want. Again, it doesn't have a limit other than the roof of the map. So for this one here, we're going to make that 9-block square. We're going to make this up high. So I have done this many times, so it's pretty easy. You got to kind of keep in mind the distances that you can transfer over to minecarts. In creative, it's different than on survival, so I'm going to make this like a survival minecart elevator, because that's odds are how people are going to be using it. It is kind of item savvy, because you don't really need much. Some block of any sort, some minecarts, some ladders. I'm going to use glowstone, but in your survival world, you could just use candles and light up, and torches, light them up. And like I said, you don't want mobs being on these little platforms while you're trying to do this. So pretty much we got our platform here, and I know from I've done this before in a survival world, what you're going to want to do is have 2 empties and a ladder. So once you have that ladder there, guys, you're going to jump on up here, and you're just going to go ahead and repeat that kind of square, and you actually can go right ahead and make it a whole entire square, just like on the bottom there. And what I'm going to do is just go ahead and repeat that 1, 2, ladder, and then repeat the square right on top of it. And let's do that there. So I'm going to give you guys some light right now, and we're going to go ahead and light this bad boy up. Let's put this right here. Let's just get some light on top so everybody can see what's going on. Like I said, guys, you want to light this up for sure. In a survival world, I learned this lesson the hard way. Mobs are going to be spawning on here and it'll ruin your day. So pretty much what you want to do, you could just go ahead and make this as high as you want, just like this. And what you're going to do is go ahead and put we're going to want a track. Let's get these tracks going. So on every platform, what you're going to do is go ahead and put a track in the middle. Put a track in the middle. So what that track is there for is to hold the minecart. Again, just leaving them there isn't going to cut it. That's not going to make your ladder work good. What you have to do actually is go ahead and bust this one out underneath. Watch the minecart fall into place. That is key, guys. That is the key element. When people mess this up, it is a little bit of a pain in the ass, especially on survival, to fix it. So let's just do that one more time. Drop the minecart into place. Let's go around here. I don't know why I'm picking that up. We're on creative, but there you go, guys. This is the simplest and fastest way to be able to move up and down really easily. Let's just go down here. I'll jump out of fly mode and we can show you. It is as easy as pie. 1, 2. Nope, don't place blocks. And then the other thing, guys, it is tricky when you get to the top. Notice if you try to jump out the normal way, you're just going to fall to the bottom. So the key element on the top is, if we're just going to do it off to the side, again, you can do this in several different methods. I usually do it off to the side by a little bit more than the average Joe. You're going to want to create a U shape on the side like this with a back on it, because what you have to do is have a cart that's like on solid land to get off. So your exit to this bad boy is going to be right to the side. Again, you can move this wherever you want as long as there's solid area around it to land on. Throw a track in there and then nope, and see that track is going to be incorrect. What you want the track to do is face left and right. So now you bust this one out and put this here, because now your minecart has nowhere to go. That keeps it locked in there safe. No matter what you do, you can ram it, move around, whatever. It's not going anywhere. So let's just jump back to the bottom here and do this one more time with our completed minecart elevator. Just go there, point up, and then just tap L2, 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 and now you're in the top. What do you do when you get to the top? You jump to this other minecart elevator and you get out like you usually do by tapping X and L2, and you're out. Bingo bango. That is the easiest way. I'm telling you guys, I've researched this. All that's said and done, you know, this one right here, let's just go over here. I'll show you a good example. This one here is like, I need an elevator. I'm going to make this crazy zipper elevator or whatever it was at the time. I spent hours making it. And you know what? It glitched out so hard. I don't think I ever made it work. There is several things where you have to go make it go back and forth. And I mean, I'm sure the design does work, but this elevator has just been kind of an eyesore for me. Every day if I work in this world, I'm like, oh, I feel bad when I see it because I spent so much time on it, when honestly, guys, this minecart elevator is literally the easiest way to go up and down when it comes down to it. So there you go, guys. That's an easy tutorial for PS3, PS4, all console editions, and PC for that matter. That said, works perfect in survival. Don't forget to hit that like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for some more wicked tutorials. And I'm out.
Load up our guns.